Welcome to DWA Commerce Backend application. In this video, we are going to learn how to create a new product. To do so, click on Catalog and click on Products. Now we will click on the button New Product. Now we have to provide the product type. So I am going to select, let's say, Finished Digital Good. Next, we will provide the internal name. So this is how the system will identify the product by its name. Let's say Red Tape Sneaker Shoe. Now we have to provide the brand name for the product. So we'll select Red Tape. Provide the product name. Let's say Red Tape Sneakers. Now I'm going to leave product OEM party ID as blank and comments as blank as well. Now we will collapse the window and then we'll select on the virtual product option. Again, we have to select whether the product is virtual or not, whether the product has variant. I'm going to select yes and then we'll select the variant method. Now we'll move on to the dates. So this will be the introduction date for the product. Select the date of the introduction. We can also select the release date. And we have to select the sales discontinuation through date. So this will be the date on which the sales will discontinue for this product. And then we can also select the support through date. Next, we will select on the inventory. We can select discount when inventory not available, then the requirement method. I will select a random option. And then we will select inventory lot type. Again, I'm going to leave it as non-serialized. And then we can select whether it requires inventory or not. I'm going to select yes. And then the inventory message, I'm going to leave blank. Then we can select the lot ID. Then we have the reviews and rating override option. So we can select the override options. Then we will move on to the measures. So here we will enter the product's measurements. Next we have the shipping option. Here we can select the shipping, whether it should be shipped in a box, then the shipping box type, etc. Then we'll move on to the shipping cart field. Again, we can select whether to allow decimal order quantity. We'll select on no. And then we have the miscellaneous field, where we can select whether the product should be returnable or not, or whether the product is included in a promotion. Then we can select whether the product is taxable, and then auto create keywords can also be selected. After selecting these, we can click on the create button. And we can see the product has been created. We have been given a product ID. We can use the product ID to search for the product. I'm going to enter the product ID 1090. Click on find. Okay, the product ID is not working. 1 minute. Let's say I'm going to find a product by its internal name. And click on find. Okay, there we go. Yes, so the product ID is 10090. So I typed the wrong ID. Again, we'll type 10090. We'll click on find and we can see there is a hit. Now we'll click on the product ID name. This will open up the product profile page. Now we can set the prices by clicking on the prices button. We'll click on add product price. Now every product will have a default price. Then we can select the purpose, whether it is purchase or initial component, etc. Here it will be purchase and initial. Next we can select the currency. Again it's going to be INR and the product store group. So this will be the store group for the product. Now we can select the from and through date. So these will be the dates through which the prices are applicable. So from this date to 25 of December 2022, the price we are going to set is applicable. So I'm going to set a price of, let's say, 2300. Then I'll click on create. And we can see a price has been added, and this is of type default. So every product must have a default price, and then only it can have other types of prices. So let's add a new price. Now this time we are going to select, let's say, promotion price. Again the purpose would be the same, currency will also be the same. And then we will select the product store group ID, again retail store. We'll select the same from and through date. Okay, so I'm going to enter the promotional price, let's say of 1900, and then click on create. And we can see now we have two prices, default and promotional. So every product will have a default price, and then we can add other types of prices. And we can update on the go as well from here. Next we will move on to the content option. Click on the content button, and here we can provide the product information. So there will be a product name, we can provide the description. So this will be a short description. And we can also provide a long description for the product. Click on update. Next we will move on to the images option. So this is where we will select the images for the product. So first we have a default image. I'm going to select a default image. Click on open. We can see the image has been uploaded. Next we can select additional images for the product. I'm going to leave this option. Click on upload. And we can see the image has been successfully uploaded. We can see the image as well. So this is the product image. Next we'll click on categories button. Here we can create a new category. Since this is a footwear product, so we can select on men's footwear. We can find the category men's footwear. Click on find. Again we'll click on the category type ID. We can see the category has been selected. Again we can select the from and through date. So from this to the through date we'll have the product red tip shoe in the men's category. Now we can provide a comment and sequence number. I'm going to leave this option. Click on create. A category has been successfully created. Now we can change the values from this right here as well, and then we can click on update, or we can delete as well by clicking on the delete icon. Next we'll move on to the specification button. Now here we will provide the specification for the product. Also we can create new attributes as well. You can provide a name, value, type, an attribute description, and click on create. Next we'll move on to the facilities button. So we'll click on facilities. So we have the option add facility. So we have selected a facility IT. We can select minimum stocks. Then we have the reorder quantity. So whenever the stock goes to 690, we will order automatically 200 quantity, and then we'll have to select a days to ship. Click on create, and we can see facility is successfully created. Now suppose I want to change the minimum stock or anything, we can do so from here as well. Let's change 690 to 225 or 25. Click on update, and we can see the product facility has been updated successfully. Next we'll move on to the inventory button. Now we'll click on the suppliers. Now here we will select the suppliers for this particular product. So we'll select one of the supplier. We'll enter the available from date. Again we have to enter the minimum order quantity. Enter the currency, and then we can select the supplier preference order. Suppose this is our main supplier. We can select whether the supplier can drop ship or not, and then we can select the standard lead time. We can select the last price. We can enter the shipping price, and then also we can enter the supplier product name. Let's say the red tape shoe. And then we'll enter the supplier product ID. So this will be the product ID of the shoe. And then we'll enter the available to promise supplier. I'm going to leave this option. Click on comment, click on create. And as we can see, supplier product created successfully. Next we'll click on orders. So this will have all the list of orders. Currently there is none. We can select on barcode. And this will be the barcode for the product red tape sneaker, as we can see. Thank you.